Does anyone remember January 6th, 2021? When, well, January 7th and onward, when Republicans started to go like, oh my goodness, this is so horrifying, and then they do this resign. I'm resigning. I cannot in good conscience endorse this behavior. Resign, resign. Right? They all, like Bill Barr, resign. Betsy DeVos, I'm out of here. Woo! How dare you, good sir? Like, they're fine. Like, Bill Barr was fine tear gassing people for a fucking photo op. Bill Barr was fine when Donald Trump sent an extrajudicial assassination of an American citizen. Does anyone remember in 2020 when there was a guy named Michael Ryanel, and he was in an altercation at a protest, and according to him, shot and killed a Trump protester in self-defense. The Trumper had bear mace and was threatening to attack him. He pulled out a gun and shot him. Michael Ryanel. Now, whether or not that story is true, whether or not we have it, we never got to find out because there was no trial. Like with Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse can kill someone at a protest. We got a trial. Michael Ryanel kills someone at a protest, and Donald Trump sends a paramilitary to execute him in the street. Look up the situation, the death of Michael Ryanel. Whether or not he killed the Trumper in good faith and bad, whatever. We don't know because there was no trial. There was a police force. They went in, covered up all their badges, covered up all their license plates, turned off all the body cams, killed him, lied about it. All the witnesses say that every police testimony was factually wrong. They had like 9 witnesses that said the exact opposite of what the cop said. And Trump praised them on TV, and Bill Barr was like right behind him saying, this is job well done. And then that guy after January 6th was like, oh, dear heavens, I cannot reasonably abide by this behavior. Yeah, does anyone? Anyway, with all that being said, Trump is toast in classified documents case. Ex-AG Bill Barr says. Bill Barr is back. Isn't that great? He's back to tell us things we already know. These are the guys that they don't want to die being Republicans, right? They don't want to die being pariahs. So they're trying that, at least that's my perception. They want to try to muddy the water on their own legacy. Pretty much as it stands, I've been a neo-Nazi my whole entire life. Let me just throw a couple curveballs in there so that when people write my biographies that they can be a little bit more confused. That's pretty much what this whole thing is about. Donald Trump's one-time Attorney General William J. Barr, said Sunday the former president is toast after being indicted by the federal government for mishandling classified documents. The government acted responsibly. It was Donald J. Trump who acted irresponsibly, Barr said on Fox News Sunday of the 37 counts. Now again, what about the cops who killed someone for no reason in the Pacific Northwest in 2020? Were they acting responsibly or irresponsibly? Now again, that's the thing, is Bill Barr doesn't care about killing people. It's not about, Bill Barr was involved with the Reagan administration. This guy has covered up so many fucking crimes in his lifetime. He doesn't give a shit about any of this. What he wants to do is he wants to ride on the coattails of Donald Trump, but he knows Donald Trump is getting less and less popular in the mainstream bipartisan liberal Nazi discourse, right? And he wants to convince liberals that, hey, I'm a Nazi, but I'm not like those other Nazis, right? And then that's how appeasement happens. That's how liberals go oh, look, William Barr's a good Nazi. He's one of the good ones. So let's spare him. And then William Barr is going to come back with a vengeance at some point. There's solid counts. Even if only half of this is true, he's toast. Barr noted he believed that Trump was treated unfairly by the FBI in Russiagate collusion probe, and with the indictment, I love that word, indictment. Some people say it's pronounced indictment. I don't see an E there. Indict. I-N-D-I-T-E. Am I right, people? Indict. I'm just saying. I understand the words in the English language better than you do. Brought by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg in the Stormy Daniels hush money case. But he said the charges that Trump kept hundreds of classified documents related to sensitive national security materials at Mar-a-Lago estate after leaving the White House are a serious matter. The New York Post morning report. No, thank you. Look at this. This photo brings me hardcore fucking this is some hey man, nice shot energy going on in this photo. If anyone knows what I mean, you know what I mean. But I'm just like, like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I was shocked by the degree of the sensitivity of these documents. Yo, this guy was shocked, really? This guy was shocked. This guy spent years being Donald Trump's personal attorney, and he's shocked that Donald Trump would steal something from the White House. Oh, I'm so shocked. Dear heavens, I would have never seen this happen, good sirs. I would have no idea that this would happen. Like, come on. Trump is not a victim here. He was totally wrong, he says. So there you go. Boxes and boxes. Apparently he's on tape bragging about the boxes. And there you go. So but again, I just want to make sure people know that when these guys like Betsy DeVos comes out, does this shit every once in a while too. You know, they're trying to market their next book. I'm not like those other Nazis. That's essentially what they're trying to say. They're appealing to the old school kind of Nazi, you know, the George H.W. kind of Nazi, not this modern Donald Trump orange man kind of Nazi. So that's kind of the thing that they're going for. But at the end of the day, Nazis are Nazis. They all march in lockstep. They all hail Hitler just like one another. And I need y'all to understand, no amount of reputational laundering is going to undo the fact that this guy signed off on the extrajudicial murdering of American citizens. American citizens unconstitutionally executed in the street under Bill Barr's watch. Not a problem. And then he bragged about it on television. But now he's so offended. Oh, dear heavens! Dear heavens! I am very offended at this current moment. Come on now. Give me a break.